Draymond, Mark Medina, Bay Area News Group. Can you take us through that moment when you were pretty amped up and emotional for Kevin after he hit that big three?
Yeah, I actually said the wrong thing. It was almost like I was cussing him out. But I was so happy I was like yelling the wrong thing. But that was a huge shot. From Steph three, then that one, like he took that from about 38 feet out. And just to put a dagger, in them like that was a huge shot. So I don't really know. Like it was just high emotion.
How much did that harken back any reminders from his Game 3 last year?
Definitely, from right in the same area, just a little bit deeper. But, this game for him was like deja vu of Game 3 last year, just all the way around.
Phil, here in the front.
Hey, Draymond. Phil Barber, Santa Rosa, Press Democrat. Were you upset with yourself for getting the technical, or were you more proud that you obviously kind of reeled things in after that? And second question, how much do you want to take care of business and settle this thing on Friday?
I wasn't upset with myself about the technical. But, things happen. It's the NBA Finals. Should get heated when you're competing for what both teams are competing for. Nonetheless, it's important to not get a second one and, be a part of trying to do something special. But at the end of the day, none of that really matters. We got a chance to close out the series on Friday, and that's our focus.
Scott
Osler, San Francisco Chronicle. Steph on the left. Steph, could you tell us what, as you were walking off the court back to the locker room, what Iguodala was saying? He put you in a headlock and was talking to you.
He was telling me what he's going to order at our team dinner tonight, and I agree with his choices.
Steve, over here.
Steve Eschman, NBA.com. One for each of you. Steph, how much of a luxury is it for you to have the kind of shooting that you had for most of the game, and yet you look over, there's Kevin Durant, and he's doing everything you guys need to carry your team to a victory. Some stars don't have that, that option.
For the last 2 years, I've been playing alongside Kevin Durant, so he's an amazing talent, an amazing player. Does amazing things every night. We all feed off each other. So tonight was not my night offensively; it was his night. But like I said, this moment is great, and you encourage each other along the way, and we appreciate what we bring out of each other. And we'll talk about him all night. He was amazing.
And for Draymond, real quick, I mean, you talked a little bit about it, but when you react emotionally and animatedly to a call after you already have a technical, have you sort of read the game officials to know where the line is that you can go up to, or are you kind of putting your fate in their hands a little bit?
No, I don't really view it like that. I'm a human being, and, we have emotions, and you react to certain things. I don't, whether I have a reaction or not, I'm not walking up to the official and have a reaction. If I have a reaction, I'm probably going the other way. So, it is what it is. I don't play the game of basketball worried about, if the official is going to think one thing or the other. I just play and go about it that way.
Kenny, back left on the aisle.
Kenny Rhoda, WHBC. For both you guys, Ty Lue used the term spurtability. You guys closed the first quarter strong, the second quarter to keep it within 6, and then started that third quarter with another spurt. Is it something you guys focus on to end quarters that strong, and then you seem to be the best third quarter team in the NBA as well?
I mean, it's a 48-minute game, and the NBA in general is a game of runs. It's just a matter of you can keep your composure and your confidence and your rhythm when another team, starts the way that they did tonight. So we don't really get rattled very often, so that helps us. But eventually you start to buckle down, get some stops. That feeds into your offense and your thrust and energy, and then from there you can close the gap and try to get over the hump and just not get deflated, no matter what happens early in the game. And that's what we did tonight, especially knowing expecting how they were going to come in Game 3 with everything on the line.
Draymond, what's it like? LeBron talked about the stress of playing you guys now with KD there and all the weapons. What's it like to be on the other side of that, knowing that you're applying that stress because of the weapons you have, and you can just kind of do your thing and let those guys get the points?
Fun. Very fun. It allows all of us to play to our strengths, which is great.
Tim?
Draymond, Tim Kawakami, yeah. At what point are you thinking you're up one in the fourth quarter and Steph really hasn't made a shot? Does it kind of hitting you that this is happening and somehow it's happening with Steph not making a shot yet?
Not necessarily thinking, oh, man, Steph hasn't made a shot and we're up one. More so thinking we haven't played that great and we're up one. We've taken several punches from them and we're up one. And so, nonetheless, we know that, he was struggling from the field. And so, however, we're not going away from him. We're going to continue to give him the ball and he can continue to shoot however many shots he wants. But it's more so just the confidence that you gain from knowing through it all, through everything that has gone wrong up until that point, we still had a lead.
And what does it tell you that might happen with Steph in Game 4?
I'm not going to jinx it.
I'm gonna keep shooting.
That's for sure. Definitely going to shoot that thing.
Chris here in the front.
Chris Haynes, ESPN. For any one of you guys were in this position last year and didn't get it done in Game 4. What do you guys do in preparation leading up to that game to make sure you come in with the right mindset?
Same thing we did tonight, just talk about what to expect from their side, what we need to do better. It's like Draymond said, we can play better as a unit for more of the game and understand that they're going to come out just gunslinging. It's going to be shots from all over the place. Probably LeBron's gonna come out aggressive, but we have what we need focus-wise and energy-wise to combat that. And looking forward to the opportunity to close out and win a championship. So it's gonna be tough. We thought tonight was hard. It's gonna be even harder in Game 4. So we gotta be ready.
Anthony, all the way in the back right.
Anthony Slater with The Athletic. Draymond, just forgetting about Kevin's just offensive numbers, how different do you think his aggression was from Game 1 to the last 2 games of the series? And do you think any of that had to do with maybe some of the criticism he took for the missed box out late and just how he's rebounded since then?
I think he's rebounded great since then. And I'm not sure if I didn't see any of the criticism that he took for not getting that boxing out to get that rebound, because there was so much attention on what happened after the rebound. And, probably a great thing for us. But, he's been super aggressive. The way he rebounded the ball tonight, 13 rebounds was huge, especially, when you're fighting. They're big guys. We need other guys to come in there and rebound, and he was, key in doing that. But his aggression on both sides of the ball after Game 1 has been key, in what we're doing from picking up Brian full court time to time, getting into the ball. He's been that force for us on both sides, which is, one of the reasons we're up 3-0.
Mark in the second row.
Mark Schwartz, ESPN. One for each of you. Steph, LeBron called Kevin an assassin, and you know about making shots that are assassin shots. What does it take to step up 2 years in a row in that situation with like 45 seconds to go and just toss that ball up, this time from 5 feet further than last year?
Supreme self-confidence. He works hard at his game, at his craft. He's ready for those moments, and when you have that belief in yourself, the moment's never too big for you. So I have the guts and the composure to take that shot last year and tonight. It was big, and I think he would live with the result knowing how much work he's put into it, and that's what superstars do.
And Draymond, you